Hello and welcome back to me talking for a solid 3 minutes. I think it needs to be 3 minutes. You're gonna, 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, this is what we've got, Holmes. Alright? So, we had to do a cultural confrontation project, which I did. I don't think some people might consider it a cultural confrontation, others might not. But for mine, I volunteered at my community's annual Reno Police Protection Association dinner, or the RPPA dinner. And that's basically where a bunch of police officers from all over Nevada get together, and a lot of them are appreciated and given awards for how they've served the community around us and other communities like Las Vegas, Elko, places like that. So, I have always had mixed feelings when it comes to the police. While I've always thought they've worked hard to invoke justice and protect the citizens and everybody, I wasn't sure. Like, looking online and seeing videos of police officers doing things that they shouldn't be doing that don't make sense just put a damper on their excellence in my head. I mean, I have talked to plenty of police officers. Two of them go to my church, and both of them are amazing people. My junior cadets leader is a police officer. I know a school police officer. I know a sheriff. I know a lot of officers in the police department. And while they're great people, and I think that they do well in what their job entitles, there are other police officers that I've always been like, I don't know, dude. Like, you could have done this better. You shouldn't have done this. Like, look at everything with how African Americans are treated. Like, that's a big thing. And I think that a lot of police officers are biased when it comes to African Americans. They do target them, and I do believe that they do that. Okay. Well, during the dinner, I talked to around 200 police officers from my community. I toured them tickets so they could try and win a raffle, and I talked to them about why they became police officers and why they thought of everything and what they thought of everything going on in our city. Because there had been 4 murders in the Reno-Gardnerville area, and they said they could have caught the guy sooner. And talking to all of these officers and learning their point of view answered a lot of my questions about police officers. Some of them I didn't agree with them because it's like they said, well, it's stuff I can't say, but it was just stuff that I don't agree with, and I wasn't going to be like, oh, you're wrong. I mean, everybody is entitled to their own opinion, even police officers. Police officers are their own people, and they're allowed to have their own opinions. I'm not going to judge somebody based on their opinions. I may not agree with it, but I'm not going to judge somebody based on their opinions. From this experience, I learned that each police department in every state, every city, every town is different. Some have good morals, some have bad morals, but that doesn't mean that the officers don't work hard to make things right. While most police officers fight to make sure that they do invoke justice and those who need it, police officers all have different beliefs, and that's okay. Whenever I see something about an officer, about doing something that doesn't make sense, I now try to look at it from their point of view to see if it was right or wrong. Like, I saw this video of this police officer on a beach surrounded by a bunch of college kids on spring break who were intoxicated, most likely. I mean, you could see beer bottles everywhere. And the police officer, could he have acted better? Yes, but he was in a situation where he was by himself. He was on a beach surrounded by 300 college students who were all watching this go down. A lot of them were cheering, a lot of them were trying to come in on everything, and it just wasn't good. But to understand somebody's point of view, you have to see it from what they're seeing. Like, that guy, I understand why he did what he did, because he was by himself. He had no backup. He had to do everything on his own, which is hard for one guy in front of 300 students. So, to conclude, I think that everybody has their own opinions, and police officers deserve as much respect as we can give them, unless they do something that is unlawful or unjust. Then we have to respect police officers because they are fighting to keep our community safe and make sure that everything is okay. Now, I know that I just talked for 4 minutes and 50 seconds, and I've got 10 seconds left. Well, too late now. I know there was only 3 slides here, but I want to just kind of talk a little bit more about what I thought of everything, and so I did, and so this was me talking about it. So sorry that there were only 3 slides. I hope you have a great spring break. I'm going to Hawaii, yahoo! I'm going to see my grandma, so that's gonna be fun, and I just hope you at least somewhat enjoyed this. If you didn't, honestly, I don't really care at this point. Like, my life is just going downhill where I don't care about anything. Alright, well, I will talk to you some other time, I guess. Bye-bye.